Hello and welcome to this meditation activation that is going to help you to reconnect with your anger, to reconnect with your boundaries, to express, to feel. In this activation, my words are going to help you reconnect with your divine feminine rage. So often, and almost always, actually, we as women are encouraged to hide, to not express our anger, to be good girls. And so in this activation, I invite you to sit down or make space for yourself where you are not disturbed, because this is going to be your time to connect to what society deemed shameful, embarrassing, pathetic, desperate, or otherwise unwanted within yourself. You are welcome to have a pillow nearby that you can hit something with, or a journal and a pen that you can aggressively write into, because you might need to do so after this activation, because this is to all of you codependent girlies who have been trained out of listening to themselves and following themselves. You are done and tired. You have been hiding what you truly feel, what you truly think, repressing what you don't like, repressing what you don't fucking like, tolerating, hoping, patiently waiting for others to change, to notice you, to notice how you feel. You have never fought for yourself, or if you did, you might have suppressed that part of you deep down that is so fed up with everything, that is tired of being how they tell you to be, tired of stepping on eggshells in the society that is not even made for you. It took you so long. You took it for so long. You followed in someone else's footsteps, played by someone else's rules of conduct. You waited for them to take you as a part of themselves, to love you. You waited for them to step up, to help you, to teach you, but all they did was fail you. And you just turned away and you just blamed yourself. You made yourself the problem. You made yourself someone who needs to be fixed so you can fit in with them. Is that right? Is that right, my girls? Always presenting a version of yourself that is ready to consider someone else's values, someone else's needs, someone else's thoughts first. But what about you? What about fucking you, huh? Where are you? How important are you? Are your thoughts, needs, values, and desires important? When was the last time they were important? When was the last time you were just as equal as someone else around you? When was the last time you cared what you thought before you cared about someone else's thoughts? You are done with this. You are ready to listen. You are ready to feel anger that holds all your boundaries. You are fed up. You are feeling it rise from your root chakra up your spine and into your throat, wanting to express, to roar, to assert, to speak up, to say no, to say yes, and choose what you say yes and no to. You are welcoming your rage back. You are welcoming the freedom that your rage holds, the truth that your rage holds, the expression that your rage holds, the life and the love that your rage holds. All expression of yourself that is held within your boundaries, that your rage holds. You are done being afraid of your own boundaries, of your own emotions. You are done flowing with other people's thoughts of you. You let yourself be angry about everything you have never expressed, about everything you lost. You are angry about yourself that you lost somewhere along the way. And let me tell you what, it's absolutely fucking normal. You are done hiding your imperfections. You are done putting on smiles. Or you are done playing the victim, or both. You are ready to listen to what your anger is telling you, because those are your boundaries. Those are your truths that are telling you what you need and you desire. And no one else can do it for you. And you are ready to embrace the power of yourself that was hidden so deep, with the anger that is yours, that was shamed, suppressed, and hidden. You can express, and you can roar, and you can shout and scream, and you can burn down the world if you so desire. But I highly recommend to feel this feeling in your body and let these words settle in your body and get to know your anger and hear the messages, hear what it's saying. For once in your life, not abandoning your emotions, not shaming yourself, not pushing yourself away just because society is scared of you burning the world down. And don't be scared of your own capacity to burn the world down, because I know you can. It will feel intense, and it can feel intense, and it is a part of you. And you can hold your own feelings and your own rage. You can feel it, you can let it flow through your body, because that is your power. When the world is afraid of rage and anger, you are like a phoenix, letting yourself transform and transform others around you through renewed versions of yourself. Feel free to pause this if you need to let it out in any healthy way that you feel like. Dance, listen to the music, rage into the night. You are free. Your anger is free. And the only people who made your anger the problem are the ones who didn't know how to feel it and handle it and let it flow. Well, I'm here to feel it with you. Let it flow. Thank yourself that you still can get angry, that you still have access to your truth and your boundaries that are contained within your anger. The anger that is gonna say no for you and yes for you. Learn from it, write down the messages. Feel your cells pulsating and burning. Use this fire to fuel yourself, to do things you never did for yourself, to remove toxic people from your life that should have been removed, to take on challenges that you feared, to stand behind your personality, to stand behind your choices and decisions. Anger is not your enemy. Anger is your access point to your personality, to your energy, to where you begin and where you end. It does not make you a bad girl. Repeat that with me. It does not fucking make you a bad girl. Whatever programming you have from religious backgrounds or your societal backgrounds or school backgrounds or parental indoctrination or any other lady-like indoctrination, none of it make you a bad girl. And it is true that a lot of humanity has been hurt by anger. or expression of anger, but the only reason the pain was caused because of how hidden and suppressed it was and how no one knew how to let it flow and handle it. So don't be afraid to get angry. You will only attract people who respect your boundaries, and use this anger to assert yourself firmly and clearly. Use this anger to figure out where you stand before you engage with someone, before you start relationships. Use this anger to figure out what you want, and do not diverge from that up until your anger tells you that there is something else that you desire. Your feminine rage is here for a reason, and it's time you learn how to let it out in a healthy way and use it to fuel your own confidence. Take some time to feel this. I'm right here with you. And if after all of this you're still struggling to connect to your anger, which I don't know, I can't imagine how would that be possible, but let's just say you are still struggling to connect to your anger. I invite you to notice how you feel about me talking and the anger in my voice, and observe that, and notice how powerfully I am for you instead of against you. How my anger is being used to uplift you, to encourage you, to empower you, to speak this to you rather than against you, and stand up for you rather than against you. Cry if you need to, laugh if you need to. Suppressed anger can manifest in so many different ways, as long as you are safely expressing it without hurting anyone. This is your time to be as unhinged as you fucking desire. To give yourself time and space to think the thoughts you're scared to think and have been conditioned against thinking. Now take a few deep breaths deep into your root chakra or the bottom of your pelvis. Exhale, feeling renewed, feeling more welcome with yourself, welcoming yourself in your body, yourself that has the right to be there with all your emotions. Yourself that is ready to define yourself instead of try and fit into a box of someone else's definition, of someone else's idea of you, imagination of you. You are ready to speak up for yourself, make yourself, invite yourself in the parts of yourself that you have rejected, including this one. Thank you, everybody, for listening. I love you all, and I know how difficult it can be sometimes to connect with your voice and firmness of what you think and furthermore express it. So this is my gift to you today, and feel free to act on desires of expression that arose from this part in healthy and considerate ways, of course. I usually like to go and scream into the forest or go to a shooting range and feel the explosion of gunpowder, or listen to metal. But the way I do it is not only to cope with things that make me angry. It's not like that. It's more like to allow myself to invite my boundaries back into my body if I notice that I am straying away from my truth and my inner voice and it all is becoming muted. But I mean, you are very welcome to also just go and rage. Rage rooms are also a thing. Invite what you have forgotten within yourself into yourself, my girlies, and stay unique. Bye bye.